Okay. It is a very, very chilly and snowy morning today for us here in the Midwest, USA. If you are in the Midwest, USA, and you woke up to a ton of snow as well, good fortune to you today. I will be dealing with snow later, after the sun comes up. For now, we will do some bonking, because that is always a good thing. I like doing the bonking. Okay, so last stream we ended up right at the Tunnel of Bale. However, I need to warm up a bit first. So we are going to go back to base game and we're going to clear out some stuff that we didn't before. We've got a couple bosses here we can fight. Got a dragon over here we can fight. Actually, a couple dragons around here to fight. So I think we're going to start with that. There's a dragon here we can fight. So I think we'll do that first. And then after we warm up some more, then we'll go ahead and go after Mr. Bale, I think, and then see if we can push through and possibly finish up the DLC today. So yeah, that is kind of the tentative plan right now. See, there's the dragon. Okay, let's get a little closer. And we'll bring out Mimic. I forgot to check my equipment, didn't I? I want to swap you to fire. Oh, hi. Hello. How are you? I rolled way too soon. Sarah, we're gonna have Sarah? Remember, you always want to try to go for a dragon's head. Okay, so he's done. Suppose we could go after the erdtree avatar that's over there. We do what, holy and rot? Because I don't think we fought this one yet. I can't remember. Oh well, we'll go and see. He is over there. And this guy likes to shoot out rot. Which is no fun. Die. All that icky rot is bad. Why you gotta do that? Okay. He's done. Got him done. Got that. We can go down here. There's a night cavalry. And down here we can fight. Pass time till nightfall. These guys only come out at night. And let's see. They kind of just hit like us, so what else can help be beneficial right now? Could use you to boost up Lion's Claw. To boost up our stamina. See that? Yeah, we'll let that go. And see, there he is over there. Hi, big guy. Rude. Okay. Trying to stay on the opposite side of his weapon. There's a way to cheese this guy and make him like fall off the bridge. I think it still works. There we go. On that side. I'm not sure I missed that. Okay, so got him done. Did that, we're up here. We've got a couple bosses over here. We got a dragon here, and then we've got another night cavalry over there we can do. We'll kind of just make the rounds a little bit here. Get loosened up some. Yeah, because this be the rot dragon. Let's see, what do we got that helps with rot? I know we got something that helps with rot. Raises immunity. Vastly raises immunity. Raises restless immunity and focus. Suppose we could put you on. This fight can usually go really smooth or really horrible, depending how it goes with the rot. Rude. Oh, where's he at? Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Okay, okay. Come on down here, please. See, he's doing the stupid RNG where he does nothing but the breath, right? Come on. Get down from there, please. You know you're supposed to be down here. You're not supposed to be up there. Dude, seriously? Come down here. Okay, you should reset now. Just stomps in its rot. Thanks, Mimic. Let's go back here for a moment. Gonna rest up. Well, guess we could have leveled up too. Level up. Let's see, what were we were doing strength and we were doing faith. Let's do faith 39. Take you and put stamina back on, I think. Then we run this way. Oh, good. He's already out. I forgot to check and see if we were at night. But he is already out. And I jumped over him. Oh, that's got her. Right in the chest, man. Okay. Well, I forget. Do you got anything I need over here? You got any rune arcs or anything I need?
Trade again.
Yeah, nothing I really need, bro. Okay. So we did that. Let's see, we can get over here. Oh. Excuse me? I didn't think there were supposed to be guys here anymore. I thought those guys were supposed to be gone. Apparently I was wrong. Oh, they're there. So we'll use the teleport. I didn't think there were supposed to be any guys there now. Thought at a certain point they all left. Hey, well, I'll just teleport inside. Okay, you go over there and do your thing. And we're gonna rest here. Okay, let's see. I'll swap you out for, I think we'll do Holy Resist, because there's a Crucible Knight here to fight. Might as well pop a Rune Arc too. Why not? Hi, Crucible Knight. Bye, Hi, Crucible Knight. And that got us this, the Ruin's Greatsword. Originally rubble from a ruin which fell from the sky, so Fair Missoula. The surviving fragment was honed into a weapon, one of a legendary armament. So, if you're going for the achievement, you need to get this. It's one of the legendary armaments. It is a very big sword, or hunk of stone. Does gravity and magic. Requires 50 strength and 16 intelligence. Let's see. Should be up here somewhere. That's what it looks like. He's very big. Level up? No, I can't. Okay. So that is that boss out of the way. Okay. So got that done. Let's see. We've got another erdtree avatar up here. We could fight. I'm trying to think where else we have stuff. I think that might be it. As far as like just free roaming bosses. So we already did the other dragon. We do have the what is it? I can't think of the name, but we've got one up here. So we could come here, try this avatar out. That equipment will work. Some bros should be right over here. You coming? There he is. Okay. Got him, dude. Let's see, I think over here? I think there might be another cavalry, and then there's a couple in the consecrated snowfield. I think. Stamina. Make sure it's nighttime. Since they only come out at night. Okay. Yep, there he is. And that's one in his chest. Ooh, ice spear. That's pretty good one. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Trying to remember where all these things are. So I think there's night cavalry around here. So I think they come down this path. There's like 2 of them. Let's count up some bosses here real quick. How many we've fought. So we had the dragon, erdtree avatar, these 2. We had the dragon cavalry here, so that's 6. Had that 7. Don't do the 6, 7 thing. I'm watching. We had the 1 up here, so that's 8. Okay. So 116 plus 8. So 124. Want to do that before I lost count? Excuse me, I got a little bit of a cough with congestion because that's just how my life is. Yeah, somewhere around here-ish, I think. Because I think you go around there. I think. Yeah, because there they are right there. There's 1 on each side. Hey, bud. Alright, come on. For those will-o-wisps decide to kill me. So one of those times I should have rolled a second time, but I didn't. Oh. Didn't get the crit. But we still got him. That's one. You don't get the runes, I think, until you beat both of them. So they're kind of like a two-man team. So now we're going to go over here. And hopefully not attract any extra mobs. Oh yeah, those guys are here. Okay, he's on me now. Can you come over this side, please? Yep, come over here, please. Let's fight over here. Let's see, should hopefully not be able to come over here. Oh, Anastasia is invading. Nice. Well, this is just going all kinds of wrong, isn't it? Oh, if you could stop targeting everything else, that'd be great. Okay, let's... Okay, the torrent's not going to come out. Got it. Oh yeah, because the invasion torrent can't come out. Okay. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? And that is how you get the Knight Cavalry armor set, which is a pretty good looking armor set. Oh, did the coach just got completely destroyed? That's kind of funny. Okay, well, we did that. I think there's another Knight Cavalry up over here along this path. Make sure it's nighttime. Yeah, somewhere along here. Which fighting one around here could go horribly wrong because of all the militiamen. Plus, you know, close to an edge. yeah, I guess we do have Duder over here. Pardon me. Got the golem guy over here that's guarding Garong. He's kind of a pain in the butt. See, he does a black flame self, which I'm pretty sure still counts as holy. Hi. Bully him, bully him. Okay. Got his couple weapons. Excuse me. How close are we to leveling? We got enough to level. Cool. Strength to 74. Excuse me, jeez. That's 3 bosses technically, so we're up to 127. Hello. Okay. There we go. Well, that says pretty good warm up. Let's grab these up here. So Bale does fire and lightning. So how do I want to do this? We could go this route, but I think what I'm going to do is do that. And we still have our jump talisman, because this will give us some resist in against the fire and lightning as opposed to using each individual one. So I think we're going to go that route. So I may not talk much during this fight because Bale is kind of a tough boss. You do have the option of summoning Egon for this fight and some things inside of the arena, so it doesn't really add difficulty. And there's basically 2 reasons that you want to bring Egon into this fight. Number 1 is the sheer cinematic and voice acting joy that the fight brings with him in it. And second is his kind of random attacks helps keep up poise damage in between hits. However, you do have to summon him when Bale comes down, and Bale does not use the same opening every time, so sometimes you can die while you're trying to summon. So, you do what you choose. Me, I kind of like having him in the fight. Yeah, if we lose runes, that's not a big deal. We've got everything else set. So his summon thing is just inside and to the left. You have to walk in a bit before Bale drops, though. And yeah, his summon should be right there. Okay.
Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh.
Should roll back for that one.
Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, and I will riddle with holes your rotten hide with a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
Yes! He never went phase 2, oh my gosh! Oh, yes! I've never beaten him before phase 2.
The dread.
I have never beaten him before phase 2. That was so cool.
Me no longer.
That was cool. I've gotten him close to never phase 2. And I'm sorry, because then you guys don't get to see the phase 2. But try him on your own, and you'll probably see him, but yeah. That was all cool. Sorry, I got a little excited there. So yeah, Bale has 3 weak points. He has his head, he has his nub of a leg, and then he has his tail. No, not tail. His claw that he shoves into the ground. That's his other weak point. Faith 40. I need to swap out some spells. I need to get rid of you. And put in... Where you at? That's the better spell. Oop. Then... I need to put you in. So that's Bale completed. And I think is it here? We want to check out there. And I want to say here. I think are 2 things I've missed. And then we still have... Where's she at? No, not you. Is it over here? Yeah, I think is it right here? Yeah, we got that other mausoleum thing to do there. Yeah, so I am gonna take a quick bio break and be back, and we'll see about knocking those out. Let's go ahead and mark bail. That's 128. Nah. Boop. Yeah, I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, I am back. Okay, that was super awesome. So now we need to go back here real quick. Let's go. And he should be right up around here. There he be. So if you remember when we first talked to him here, I went and I rested and came back, and I didn't realize even at that point he had already died. His physical body. So you get Egon's gear, his bell bearing, and we helped him get his revenge. Now we can go over here. And that dragon priestess is gone. Should leave us her heart and a weapon. So Bale doesn't leave a remembrance, he just drops his heart. So the priestess dropped her heart. Turns human frame into ancient dragon and boosts dragon cult incantations. Stone heart of a dragon communion priestess. Used while disrobed to turn one's human flesh into an ancient dragon. The change cannot be undone except by death. Using this heart while already transformed temporarily boosts incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cults. So like the red lightnings and stuff like that. And I think the like dragon breath attacks and all those are boosted by this. The priestess was once an ancient dragon herself, but sacrificed that form for feeble flesh to aid in the destruction of Bale the Dread. So she gave up her ancient dragon form to find people to destroy Bale because of what Bale did to Placidusax. So I know you probably didn't get a chance to really see it during that fight because it did go by pretty quick, but Placidusax is like missing at least one, if not two of his missing heads were wrapped around Bale. So Bale lost like his wings, he lost a leg, and part of his claw in the fight when he basically snuck attack Placidusax. So he's a coward and he fled and now he's been destroyed and Egon got his revenge as well. So, and then she also dropped her hammer, which requires strength, dex, and arcane. Missed opportunity not to have this have bleed on it with those big old spikes, but it is what it is. Pardon me again. So, weapon of the Dragon Communion Priestess, a dragonstone hammer resembling an ancient flower. The 4 petals in the flower's core are all sharp, any end points, hence bleed. Would have been awesome. And are capable of dealing heavy damage to dragons. So with Bale's heart, you can come here and you can select either Bale's Tyranny, channels Dread Dragon to roar with Heatwave Blast, so it creates like Bale's head and it does like an AoE blast. Or you can do his Flame Lightning, so it's like the claw coming down. I've used this one, I haven't used the Flame Lightning. I've used Bale's Tyranny. It's really good for like pack of enemies. You just can shred them pretty quick. I use that on my Dragon Incantation build. But yeah, so that kind of wraps up Bale's like storyline. Now I think, if I remember right, there's a hippo up over here that I don't think we fought. And I want to see if we can get to. I mean, I know we can get to, I just can't remember how to get to him. So we're going to try and figure that out. It's up here to the left. I want to see if I can run through at least some of this. Up over this way. Yeah, I just completely ran past earlier, apparently. Shop you for stamina, right? I'm pretty sure I rolled that, but okay. If I could get a hit in, that would be great. I would appreciate it. Why are my inputs not working? That was weird. It's like it wasn't inputting my rolls. There we go. So we got that done. And there should be one up over here, too. So I think I can maybe drop down here. Let us explore. Well, there was that elevator over there. I think I can take that now. I don't think we did that. I do believe there's an elevator over here. Right? Yeah. And hippos don't count as bosses because they don't have a boss bar. Hey, how's it going? What are you guys all doing in here? Bonk. Bonk. Feeling good, just playing some Elden Ring before I gotta go shovel some snow. How's your day going? Stream's been going all right. Having some fun. just took out Bale before he went second phase. First time I've ever done that, so it's pretty jazzed about that. And yeah, this should take us out where the hippo is. Couple blood fiends around here. Bonk. What's made the day so difficult, if you don't mind saying? If not, that's okay. Just do I hope the day gets better for you. Difficult days are no fun. No special plan, just streaming for a few hours, then gonna go take care of some snow. I live in Midwest USA and we just got about 8 inches of snow or so overnight. So, gotta get rid of some of that. I'm hoping to maybe beat the DLC today, but we'll see how quick it goes. Right now it's just for fun. Never know what the future might bring. Oh yeah, right now just for fun and to make new gamer friends. Alright, got that done. So now I think we are going up here for our next boss battle. Let's rest here. Alright, so that takes us up to Shadow Tree Blessing 18, so we're 2 away from the cap there and 1 away for the Spirit Ash. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and level. Don't need that many runes. I think we can use one of you and one of you. Yep, there we go. That gives us enough for our level. And then since we are going to fight, we'll just go ahead and put it into strength. So we need to figure out how much more we want to have faith. But otherwise, pretty much strength and mind will probably be it. I mean, we can maybe get vigor to 60, but then that's going to be kind of diminishing returns, I think, from this point on. Endurance is good, so yeah, I just kind of need to figure out how I want to get faith. Okay, so she does do raw buildup, but I think she also does. I think her attacks are considered holy. So we've got our jump attack. Maybe I'll switch that out to. Where you at? Yeah, we'll swap you out to there because that'll go with our flask better. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So this is an interesting boss. Thankfully her arena isn't full of rot, but she does rot buildup. Pop her flask. Or physic, I should say. I'm not rolling those out. Okay. Well, she's got iframes at the moment. Nope. Nope. Back. I do not want the roll. Not time that good. Oh no, he's got the rock. Don't get greedy. Okay, thanks, man. You got it. Rest up, get rid of the rot. Let's take a look at spells here real quick. Are there any other incantations we really want to use? Suppose we could try and get up to 46, and then we could use lightning spears in like New Game Plus or something. Getting to be able to use Black Blade could be cool. Can already use you. So maybe we aim for around 46 faith when all said and done. Maybe that'll be the way that goes. So what do we get for... I guess we still get... So this maybe will take vigor up to 60. Faith eventually up to maybe 50 as well. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Now we want to go up here. Swap out some equipment. Where you at? Where are you? There we go. I appreciate that. I just try to have fun. I'm relatively silly, I know. But I just enjoy playing video games and talking with people about video games. And movies, and anime, and all that stuff. you have to defeat Mesmer before you can do this, because you need Mesmer's flame. Another cool cutscene. Oh my gosh, we got teleported. I am in the process of setting up a Discord. Once I do, I'll have it posted on my profile. Really need to, I'm hoping to get that up and running this weekend. So this brings us up here. So if you remember, we fought the dancing lion at the very beginning of the game, or DLC came up here, and we couldn't enter this place. But now we can. So yeah, once I get that up and running, I'll have it listed on my profile so that I can talk about it with people, because that'd be fun. We were way over there. That's where we lit it on fire, and now we're over here. Hi. You gonna come down here and fight? That was embarrassing. That was a really embarrassing fight. I take it you enjoy anime? Do you have a particular type? I am a sucker for isekai and like any kind of power fantasy anime. I like my overpowered MCs. Got a grace up here. Let's go ahead and sit. So that takes us back to the entrance by the dancing lion area. But we are gonna go up. And grab some loot. He's back. Then we can just go this way. Then just be the other way. Because we were over there. Gotta be very watchful for loot around here, because with the extremely light background, it's hard to see some of the loot. I've watched quite a bit of ReZero. That's definitely on my list for really good. Konosuba's entertaining. It's one of those ones that I'll pop on every now and then when I don't want to like completely have full attention on it. My favorite isekai right now is Tensor, or The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. Absolutely love that anime. I'm finally catching up with the latest season. So that's definitely been one of my tops. Eminence in Shadows, really good isekai as well. Got another rune art. Hey, big guy. Ah! Bonk. Yes, that was completely clean. Bonk. We do debunking. Let's see, let's go down here. 'Cause there be stuff to find. There you are. We killed the bug people before they kill us. Yep, definitely. Any anime that has like a good like training arc or any type of like really solid growth in a character, definitely a good anime in my book. I've been watching a new anime. It's not an isekai, but it's Jack of All Trades, Party of None, I think is the title. Gotta love the title of these anime. But it's a new one, and that one's been pretty good so far. Some decent fight scenes to it. It's been a fun watch. And while Solo Leveling is that's just a solid, entertaining anime. So that's on my list too. Bonk. I got the Spirit Ash. Oh yeah. And he knows it too. I'm hoping we're going to get an announcement about a new season of that. I haven't heard anything yet though, but imagine it will be. It's been successful. Like Sid is just the ultimate side character. Gosh, I've rewatched that one a few times already. That's just as good each watch. There's nothing up here, is there? God. Okay, let's pop a heal. Excuse me. Now we do have a guy popping up here. Don't think we need to swap out talismans for him. He is annoying though. I kid you. Alright, where are you at, dude? Let's see if we can get him from here. Yep. Oh, him angry. Him big angry. Him was a big angry guy that went straight in the ground. Yeah, you can add my Discord. It is, or add me on Discord. It's glaive_x. Type that out real quick. Just look for you can add me on there, and then once I have full actual Discord up and running, that way I can toss you an invite. I hope the appointment is a good one. Well, probably for much more than that. Just hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate you stopping by into the stream. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. We gotta run. You guys are big old jerks. Get a heal. Roll, roll, roll. It should give us iframes. And then we roll more. Okay. Shadow tree fragment. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here all of my fears. How many do we need? 3 or 4? Okay, so we need 1 more. Okay. So there's something I want to show people how to get. There's a weapon here, secret weapon. Monk. Which requires us going back out the way we came. Hi, Merlin. You may second here, kitty. And what you want to do is you can go down this way. And grab some loot in here. Then there's a bit of parkour to deal with, but I think I need to feed my kitty some lunch. Because it is the Merlin, and he is hungry. So, give me a quick moment here. I will be right back in just a momento. Okay, is the back. I'm gonna close you up. Alright, so like I said, there's a little bit of parkour here to get this really awesome twin blade though. Really powerful one. So now I get to see if I remember exactly how to do it. I'm gonna chop down here. How many runes? Okay. 200k runes. No pressure. And I think it's right here. I don't think there's anything over here, but I'm gonna look real quick. Yeah, no loot over there. So then when we want to get here, totally not worth it, but I got it anyways. So then from here you kind of want to drop down here. Also not really worth it, but did it anyways. Now we're going this way. Then you want to go down here. You can grab this. And then we need to go. Yeah, there's nothing else over here. So then you want to go back around this way. And you can drop here, and then drop here. Get your loot. So then the idea here is basically you're doing a leap of faith there. So you want to get to that window. And down here. So it takes us down around here. Oh, there he is. One of our scorpion spiders that we so enjoy. This should be a spirit ash, I believe. Nope, shadow tree fragment. That should, I think, get us enough for another. I can't remember where this goes, so let's take a look. I do not remember. Oh, this takes us all the way back out here. Where we fought those guys. Okay. So, not particularly a shortcut, but yeah, that's where that pops you. Okay. So from here we're gonna go down more. No enemies in here. Down we go. And we're going down, down, down. It's not gonna be golden. Oh, why did I? Where's the Steak America? Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do all that again. That's funny. I think my grace is gonna... Oh, okay. Well, sometimes you just gotta laugh, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? Boy. Yeah, I'll probably count that one because that wasn't necessarily completely gravity. That was me deciding, hey, let's walk off a ledge and see what happens. Weapon's totally worth it, I promise. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Bonk. Alright, let's do this again, shall we? Yuck. Okay, so you want to go this way. Drop. And we go up here. Carefully drop. And drop here. You want to drop here. And then we're going this way. Drop here. Go here. Take him out. Now we gotta do the leap of faith again. Message was appraised. Hi. You're very scary. Hey, look, there's our runes. Alright, let's do this and not die this time. How about that? Can we do that? I mean, I know you guys could probably do that. You're probably asking if I can do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You just never know. Yeah, there's a couple guys in here. rid of him, pop a heal. Then we travel down here. And we go down. Oh, okay. It's always hard to tell if I have the lantern on or not sometimes. We go all the way down here. Another elevator. This place is full of elevators. Loving the elevator. And this brings us out over here. Look familiar? That's where we fought the big old putrescent tree spirit or whatever it was. All that to get this. The Euphoria. Requires strength, dex, and faith. Twin blade symbolizing abundance, the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades fashioned from golden shoots are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. However, damage dealt to those who live in death will have no such effect. Unique skill, Euphoria Vortex. Using the power of the vortex, violently twirl the armament, dealing multiple slashes directly ahead. The greater the restored luster of blades, the greater the power of the skill. However, use this skill will fully consume the blade's luster. So the more you tackle with it, the more damage it does, and the more it builds up its reserves. You'll notice it because the blades start glowing. Once they're really bright, then you release the Ash of War, and it does essentially a holy beam attack. Which, if built right, this thing can do really top tier damage, and some bosses it can one shot. If you build it up before the boss fight, basically. So, solid weapon. Alright, so now we can go back here and continue on. And I think that gave us, I think we have enough Shadow Tree to get to 19 now. Yep. So we're one off the max there. Okay, so now we just start going up. And we want to go this way. Bird. Hi, bird. You died. Alright, come out from around the corner. You died too. All these birds trying to kill me all the time. Big old meanies. What's it say? Time for rain. That was funny. You know, it'd be really messed up if there was like a gap in the frame here and you just kind of like fell through the map. Let's see what this is. Haha, I bonked you. Reach out and bonk someone. Alright, got a spirit ash. Forgot what's this way, so we're gonna look. I think there's a summons up here. I think. Yep, Horned Warrior Ashes. And then there's a ladder to climb. That's where we fought the bird. We can go up here. People be appraising my messages. It makes me so happy. Alright, there he is. That dude's kind of annoying to fight. Sometimes he will fall off a ledge, which is kind of hilarious. But we're gonna go up this way and avoid fighting him. So I don't think he comes all the way up here. He does frost, and it's kind of annoying. Hello. This should be a shortcut. Maybe not a shortcut. Oh, there's one of those dancer guys out here. I'ma put a hole in your chest. He stabbed me with knives repeatedly. That's very rude. That's where we very first came in at. Okay, back up we go. There's something on top of there I want. We just got the last piece of the bird armor. Grave bird helm. Stone helm with a tinge of green, one of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the grave bird. Empowers spells which summon rings of spectral light. Grave birds are ancient golems, created to guard the spirit graves built where all manners of death ultimately drift. So that's where you get basically the last piece of that armor set. So if you're a collector, you'll want to get it. Or if you just want to wear that armor set. It looks pretty funny. Where's it at? That's what it looks like. It looks very silly. Okay. Do you have a dude up here to fight? Bring Mimic out. Not quite close enough. I forgot how to roll that attack. I was rolling way too soon. Okay. Okay, got that. Where you at, Miss Frost guy? Yep, he fell off. So I don't know if it works every time that way, but yeah. Just kind of go to the side there and he'll usually fall right off. Goes reasons, I guess. Hello, man. Let's swap out some equipment here. Let's do that. So I can't exactly remember what element. I can't. Well, I mean it's wind or whatever, but I think it's holy. But I can't remember if it's that or magic. I think we've got 2 deaths to track, so we'll mark that here in a minute. So I forgot the range on that. Okay, I rolled that a little bit better at least. Okay, that was definitely cleaner. And you get the Greatsword. Strength, Dex, Faith. Curved Greatsword of the Horned Warriors, Keepers of the Tower. A heavy weapon made to bring the depth strength of the warriors to bear. The ornamental tangled horns allow the blade to serve as a medium for horn calling. There should be a grace just up here. Shadow tree fragment. Okay. So we're missing 1 shadow tree fragment somewhere. Then how are we doing on where's our spirit ash? Then we need 1 more spirit ash. So we're missing 1 shadow tree and 1 spirit ash, right? Because it said we needed 3. Yep. So missing 1 somewhere around somewhere. Somewhere around somewhere. Words. Spot that. And then we've got 2 deaths to track. So let's go ahead and do that real quick before we get in this next area. 86 deaths. Okay. No, I think I'm gonna swap this for holy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I thought I'd see you here. It's been quite some time. It was never kindly Mikula, was it? The erdtree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords. Such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Mikula the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now.
Okay, so if I did the questing, the side stuff right, this should only be a couple people. But we're gonna bring Ansbach in and Tholier. That's right, can't use physic here.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight Leather and Dryleaf Dane will never allow this. I'm sorry for speaking to you as a compatriot when we stood before the withered arm.
Okay, Dane's gone.
For the dignity of my lord and master, Moog.
Getting there on the clock. Get you some revenge.
Make the world.
Yep. Okay.
I am
So,
here to serve Citrina.
depending how you do that fight or the side quest early on, you could have as many as I think 1, 2, 3, 5 enemies to fight there. So that got us Dane's footwork. And we got Letta's armor. So we did get her sword. Which is a really nice sword. Light great sword. Strength, Dex, Faith. Light great sword with gold inlaid. Weapon of Letta, the Needle Knight. Deals holy damage. Though polished to a mirror sheen, this blade still reeks with the stench of crusted blood that lingers from the coal of her knightly comrades. Up we go. Hey, Ansbach.
Righteous tarnished. That was an astounding battle, to be sure. Now I suppose this leaves only one. But in truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter.
No, 'tis not.
I'm afraid I underestimated the lad. Appearing frail in both body and mind, I presumed he'd be like to stumble upon the field of battle. What a fool I was. He serves another master, but Setiolier performed magnificently.
Yes, he did.
Perhaps he too.
I'm hoping he
quivers
finally
with
believes the words I
anticipation,
told him.
As do we.
Ask about Moog's death.
Oh. Something you want to get off your chest?
Maybe.
Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it? Who defeated Lord Moog.
Yep.
Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel. And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain? I blame the enchantment more than anything. Righteous tarnished, we will have our victory. I swear upon my blood. Righteous tarnished, I swear.
Okay. It'd be nice to track down the last, like, shadow tree fragment and ash we need to, like, going through this with, like, complete max, but that would take a lot of time. Because I'd have to look up a list and see what I could find. Let's see, what do we want to do? Oh, we need 2k more. I'm trying to level, like, don't have enough, you need 2k, dude. That should be enough, I think. Yep. And we'll do Vicar. So you do have the option of summoning Ansbach and Tholier for this fight as well. However, since they're outside of the arena, they're going to add more HP to the boss and you're going to get less runes, so. Story-wise, it, you know, kind of makes sense to bring them in, kind of fishing it all together, but again, it does make things more difficult, so your choice. I have done it by myself. I've done it by bringing them in and summoning. It's just kind of however you want to do it. Do realize, though, the more people that are in the fight, the more chaotic it can be. So there's that to consider. Alright, so we've got this housing, we've got holy, and we've got physical. That should work the best, because he does do magic damage as well, but not as much as the other two, I believe. So this should be good setup. This should be a good setup. Should be good setup. All right, let's see how this goes. This could go really good. It could go really bad. Pop physic.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
This is so cool. So cool. Relax. Settle down. That was not a very smooth phase 1. Let's see how phase 2 goes.
Lord brother.
So majestic.
At long last you are returned. Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Miquella, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Nope, he's got high frames right now. That was close. Definitely need to clean our first phase. Excuse me, I think I'm gonna switch back to the jump talisman. I think that's gonna do better for us in this fight. So we're gonna do that. Let's check our physic. I'm not really gonna do that. That could be good. Yeah, let's do that. Try and break his poise faster. Because if you can get his poise broken, definitely helps out. Alright, so let's do that. Should have healed right there. When I broke his poise, I should have healed. I got green. I love that. So with the phase 2, but Okay. I think we might have lost the runes too, but oh well. Right idea. I guess I could have popped the rune lock again too, but... He just has so many like area attacks, it's ridiculous. Okay. As at least it was a cleaner phase 1. We'll see how this phase 2 goes. Let me go ahead and skip it. Ah, he's got iframes. Okay. Watch for this guy. Oh, of course she's doing this again. Okay, that was close. Oh, now he's gonna kill me. Gotta time the rolls on those attacks, those freaking holy attacks he does. Gotta time those better. Alright, we're gonna use a rune arc this time. Pop a physic. I thought I jumped that. Apparently it did not. can go. There we go. Whew. Okay. So I wasn't very talkative during that fight. It's a tough fight. So that grab you saw him do is a charm attack. So it picks you up once, charms you. Second time picks you up, automatically kills you. So that's where you'd want to use the Miquella's broken great rune. We do get remembrance of a god and a lord. Remembrance of Radahn, consort of Miquella, hewn into the shadow tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger eater. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. In their childhood, Miquella saw in Radahn a lord, his strength and his kindness that stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. And so Miquella made his heartfelt wish that Radahn would one day be his king consort. So that's why you have to defeat Radahn and Mohg before entering the DLC. Because they basically took Radahn's soul, essence, godhood, whatever, and put it into Mohg's body. That's why you can see he had like the omen horns on his arms and stuff, because it was Mohg's body. Now a lot of people say this is like fighting Prime Radahn, but I don't think so, because it's not actually Radahn's body. So I think Radahn himself is actually way more powerful than in here. 'Tis my personal take on it, at least. You come over, you can touch this. Touch memory. White screen of death. Oh, so bright.
Lord brother.
Oh, my eyes bother me.
If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
I was really hoping more from that cutscene originally. Like it would show more maybe with Millennia and Radahn as well, but nope. And we got Circlet of Light. The circlet of light which adorned Miquella's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. slightly boosts intelligence, faith, and arcane, while also boosting the power of Miquella's light. And the circle was to be the very foundation upon which Miquella's Age of Compassion would be built, should it have ever come to pass. We said no. And he gives you 500k runes. And here's Thalia. I think his weapons do sleep. Yeah, fist weapons that build up eternal sleep. Concealed weapon used by Thalia, of a design generally favored by poison wielders for dark and subtle purposes. Like Saint Trina, who blossomed in the deep purple garden, a rich poison is secreted from within, which sends its victims into an eternal sleep. And then you get his armor set. And then here's our boy Ansbach. Get his weapon and his Ash of War. So this is basically the crucible where America got the power of the Golden Order, or the blessings of the Golden Order that she created. There used to be a section here that would let you jump up there. They took it out. But if you notice, these are like almost all like omens, I believe. Or I guess the Horn Santas are called here, because they're in the Shadow Realm, they're divine beings. But yeah, that was the final boss of the DLC. We had 2 deaths? Or was it 3? I want to say 3. So 89 deaths. 129 bosses. Let's see now. I did forget I wanted to do this one down here. Where the heck is it? Over here? Excuse me, this cough, man. So should be able to do this. And this is not a fun fight either, because this lady has like unlimited poise. Or so it seems like, at least. Gonna go over here. Someone that was down here on the other side of this waterfall. Who's coming first? Pop heal. Now we want to go down. Go down this way. Go down this way. And this way. Now, right over here. Be the mausoleum. Now she does drop a really cool sword and armor set, so this fight is kind of worth it. I mean, it's nothing I'm going to use right now, but in another build, maybe. And then remember, in these ones, you can't summon at all. Let's see. I think we'll keep the jump talisman on. We'll do that. It's pretty much just this physical damage. So maybe I'll boost our stamina for the fight, so we have more stamina. Let's heal up again. I'm gonna use our physic, but I don't know this. She's really hard to break her poise, but we'll see if we can get a poise break. Oh, she gets hyper on with that. Okay. We did it. Yeah, we did it. So yeah, from that fight you get Rakshasa's armor. Helm of Rakshasa, soaked in the spurting blood of her victims. Tatters of ragged cloth jut out haphazardly, as if her lust for carnage threatens to break free. Increases damage dealt to foes, but greatly increases damage taken by the wearer. So you do more damage but take more damage, but you can offset that with other talismans. And then her sword is a great katana. A great katana with the tempering pattern of its blade forever stained red with blood. Looks very similar to Rivers of Blood. Weapon of Rakshasa, who cuts down and devours. A berserker's weapon used to endure enemy attacks and reply with one's full fury. When attacking, the wielder is less likely to stagger from counterattacks, but will also take increased damage. Unique skill, Weed Cutter. Performs scythe-like horizontal swings with the sword, cutting men down as if they were weeds. Additional inputs allow for the continuation of the attack for as long as stamina remains. So, really solid, but you do have to make sure you're balancing talisman-wise to compensate for the increased damage you're going to take. But Definitely solid armor set. And yeah, that'd definitely be all the major bosses in the DLC. I think maybe there's like a Ghost Flame Dragon and a couple other things. Maybe some of the giant Wicker Golem guys. But as far as main bosses, that's everything. So, including the last boss of the DLC. So I think we'll be heading back to, yeah, back to base game. It's the capital of Ash. Let's see, we need what, about 50k or so. To level. I know we have that. Did that give us enough? Yep. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick bio break here, and then with a little push here, I think we will beat Elden Ring and get our ending. So we only got a few bosses left to do here. Let's see, we did defeat her, so that takes us up 130. So yeah, I will be right back in just a couple of moments. Okay, Ice has returned. Bloop. Bloop. Right? Bloop. Bloop. Okay. We haven't been here for a while, have we? Alright. Yeah, I think this will work for now. This next boss I want to try and just defeat in one try because he's kind of annoying. Here, was there anything in here? Nope. Okay. Because he is a very annoying boss if he survives long enough. Because he has tons of spells and incantations to use against you. And he's a big old jerk. Big old jerk face. That's why it feels so good to take him out. He's up here. Go up the elevator. Excuse me. Pardon me. He's up in here.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us. Continue to struggle unto eternity.
There we go. You can summon there, but if you do, then it gives them time to get ready and start attacking. It's generally easier just to take him out.
Cannot kill a god.
So Gideon's basically just been watching us the whole time. And then anytime we kill one of the demigods, he's basically using their remembrances, copying them or whatever to gain their abilities. So, instead of killing them himself, he uses us to do it. And then he tried to kill us. Because he's a dummy. That's basically it. Now we go up this way. Kind of retracing our steps from earlier where we fought Morgoth. Yeah, this will probably work for this fight too. This is a very physical fight. Coming up here. I forgot, you can summon Nepheli here if you want, since we did our quest line. Pop physic. Don't think I got the summon. Another cool cutscene though.
It's been a long while, Morgoth. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold.
Notice how his path of grace was leading him right to the
assured,
tarnish.
The Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
This fight needs to happen.
Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Like input delay or something with my controller, I'm not sure. That was weird.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
You get a little framey there for a second, I think. Maybe that had something to do with it. Hard to say.
I've given thee courtesy enough.
I'm so angry. He killed his kitty cat. That's not nice.
Now I fight as Horalu.
Warrior! Where he turns into a wrestler. I thought I timed that. I did not. your iframes, man.
Thy strength, befits a crown.
Okay. To vigor. Well, let's see, we're gonna swap you out for some holy resist. Probably still use you. We'll try and do some fire damage here. Alright, final push here. See if we can do it. That's you. I'm blinded by the light again. Another cutscene. Who be that? That was America. That right here is turning red. She's not a she anymore. America has become Radagon. They be the same person. Well, share the same body. Apparently it's a god thing. There's the Elden Ring. That too soon. Okay, phase 1. Now a cutscene for phase 2. Depending how this goes, I may use the pest thread spears. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So terrifying yet so beautiful. That pretty much defines this fight. He's got freaking iframes. Okay, I got too greedy there. I got way too greedy. So I'm gonna one try that one. Maybe I'll save the physic for the second phase. Maybe that'll be the play. Hi, Elven Beast. Really? You gonna do that so soon? There we go. That was relatively clean. grab our runes. So we got the Remembrance of Horalu before. Remembrance of the warrior Horalu hewn into the erdtree. Blah blah blah. When Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was robbed of his grace, becoming tarnished. He took with him his kinfolk and left the lands between. So he was the first tarnished. We're tarnished. We're part of his initial army, I think. After the long march of the tarnished came to an end, Godfrey divested himself of kingship, becoming a simple warrior once more. So when he ripped the Sharash off his back, he basically unleashed his full bloodthirst because Sharash was holding that back so he could be lordly. Elden Remembrance. It was the vassal beast of the Greater Will and living incarnation of the concept of order. So we defeated a literal concept. Which is a bit crazy. Like 50k. We get like 2 levels, I think. So we do that, and then we do that. And now, become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. So cool. Looks really good with this armor too. If you thought the erdtree was on fire before, just wait. Ah, it's so bright. We did that. Who do we have here?
Lord of Frenzied Flame. I will seek you as far as you may travel. To deliver you what is yours.
Melina mad.
Destined death.
She's so mad at us. So that completes our run, our bonk build run of Elden Ring, including DLC. Absolutely one of my favorite builds in the game. So much fun, especially with the Mimic having it as well. You can really bully and beat down some bosses pretty good. It still can be challenging. So I'm still learning a lot of the fighting mechanics. I do have plans for future runs in Elden Ring. I want to do another claw build sometime. I want to start using some mods. I've never done a randomizer run, so I want to try that sometime. I have some other thoughts for some Elden Ring runs that could be pretty fun, like challenge runs that I want to try. And some other builds to try out, but yeah, that was... Elden Ring is just a phenomenal game. And the DLC is essentially a game in itself with the amount of content they give you in that DLC. The boss fights are fun, they're challenging. You can create your own difficulty level in the game if you want. The game's designed around summons, so that's kind of the intended way to play. But if you don't want to use summons, don't use summons. Makes it a little bit difficult. Want to make it even more difficult? No armor. Or don't level up your weapons. Or so many different variables you can do to customize the game to fit you. And that's before even looking at mods. So definitely look forward to any future FromSoft games. I do want to at some point play Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and all those. So I haven't had a chance really. I played Bloodborne a little bit, but that was a while ago. But yeah, Elden Ring is just a phenomenal game. If you enjoy action RPGs, action games in general, and you haven't played Elden Ring yet, definitely recommend playing Elden Ring. Really solid game. You will have a lot of fun. You'll have frustrating moments. But overall, it's an awesome game. In my humble opinion. No, I'm not going to begin Journey 2. So when you start Journey 2, that puts you right into New Game Plus. For each New Game Plus, the enemies get more difficult as they gain more HP, higher damage. In turn, you do get more runes for them. And I think it caps out at like, I can't remember, like New Game 8 or 9, I think, is like the highest difficulty. Most I've gone through is New Game Plus, with the base game and the DLC. So noticeable difference on Promised Consort Radon and New Game Plus compared to New Game. But yeah, let's take a look at these remembrances. So we got some new ones. So, from Promised Consort Radon, there's two different versions of his sword you can get. And then you can get Light of Mikola. Which, if you remember right, the crown that we got, if you wear the crown, enhances the power of this. 72 faith. And then we got Remembrance of Horalu. So from this, you can get his axe, or you can get an Ash of War. Never used either one, not sure if they're good or not. From the Elden Beast, you can get America's Hammer, which supposedly is an okay hammer. I haven't used it. The Sacred Relic Sword is, you've probably seen clips of it. If you remember that spot I showed you by Mogs where you can do the rune farming the hill and there's all those like sleeping Albanargs. Use this sword and it has like a sweeping holy attack. And you position yourself and you know, put enough faith in, you'll wipe them all out in one, maybe 2 hits. And then you get all those runes. It's something like, I want to say like 40, 50,000 runes, something like that. So you just do that, rest of the grace, do it again, and you can farm up runes pretty quick. Aside from that, it's an okay weapon, but that's kind of the main reason people would use it. And I don't think, is there more equipment you get? Oh yeah, you can get Horalu's drip. And then you can get the Young Lion's Helm, which is Radahn's, an alternate version for Radahn's armor. Well, let's see, and there's something else I want to show. You have anything else to say?
You're here for some... Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either.
No, he
You
won't.
have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse, a fearsome curse, put on him by Queen Marika. And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do. To think he'd... I knew. I think we got... Maybe it's only...
Okay. So we'll talk to Hugh again. I think he like has amnesia now or something. Yeah. So you can still, after you beat the game, you can still go around and find dungeons you haven't done. Like there's a couple dungeons up here we didn't do. Like down in here. There's a hero thing here. There's a dungeon over here. So you can do all that stuff before you go into New Game Plus. Don't think there's anything else around here. There is something back in the DLC I forgot about. So if you complete St. Trina's thing, then after you beat Mikola, you can come back here to St. Trina's. And there should be a pickup. I'll have to look back through. Think might have been lagging a little bit there. No, I'll look back through the VODs and see. But like I was saying, you come back here. And unfortunately, since Mikola is dead, so is Saint Trina. Pick up Saint Trina's Blossom. Saint Trina's life withered and fell as fleeting as the seasons. At her last, she left a single water lily. Slightly boosts max FP. Despite the velvety purple hue, the flower is in no way poisonous. It merely blooms in quietude. So, a last gift of Saint Trina for fulfilling her wish and killing Mikola. So yeah. Like I said, that completes our run, and want to thank everyone for checking out the stream and being with me in this playthrough of Elden Ring. Now that this is done, it'll be on to a new game. So next week we will start our run of God of War 2018. We'll complete that, and then we'll do God of War Ragnarok after. So that'll be the plan. So next week we'll start God of War on Monday morning. Again, I typically try and stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning Central US time. Usually try and shoot between 8:30 and 10 a.m. That can fluctuate, unfortunately, due to life, but those are the days I typically try and stream. So I encourage everyone and everyone to come back and check out future streams. And again, I do have some plans for some future Elden Ring runs as well. So we will be revisiting here, just like I do want to get back to Cyberpunk at some point and do another run there. But we've got some cool games coming up. There's a Cthulhu game coming up in April. We've got Pragmata coming up in April. Later on this year, we've got Phantom Blade Zero and plenty of other games. So, should be a fun year. But, yeah. Thanks again, everyone. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next stream. See you guys.